Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to start my Week in the Life 2017 album with you. I'm going to work on Monday, and I got the kit again this year from Ali Edwards, and I picked this gray stripe album, and here's what I have so far. The first page I haven't done anything with. I want to take a photo of all of us together as a family and then put it on there and add the dates and probably something along the lines of it's going to be a Week in the Life album. So I've gone ahead and printed out some of the photos already because I've also done some prep work, so that way this video hopefully won't be too long. And so as you'll see here, I have the first page, which is a 6x8 photo of when we went hiking on Monday with my parents because they were in town. And I've added, let's take this out here, I've added this digital template brush from Ali Edwards that are new this year, and I'm gonna go ahead and use them on all of my big photos for each day, starting on the first page. The next page are these daily dividers, and this one is Monday, and you'll see what I'm gonna do there. So let's go ahead and start with, I'm gonna start with this photo, and I'm gonna go ahead and probably switch over to a voiceover right now, and I'll be back in just a minute. Alrighty, let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and put a few embellishments on this first page. The first thing I'm gonna do is put some stamps on the page. I'm gonna figure out if I want it on the top or down at the bottom. I decided that I wanted it actually on the photo down there on the trail. So I put a couple stamps on there, and now I'm going to go ahead and put this star on the top, kind of towards the title. It turns out that Monday kind of had a blue pink color scheme, so I picked out that pink star. And now I'm going to work on the divider page. And inside the kit, they have those big white letters. The plan was to figure out a good placement so that it looks good from both sides. And I wanted the M underneath the Monday digital brush, so that way when you flipped the page over, you could see it right under there. So I attached it with some red line tape, and I'm going to move on to this next page here. Along with ordering the main kit, I added a set of days of the week transparencies, and so that's what I'm working on right now. I have the Monday transparency down there at the bottom, and you can't see it in the video, but the Mondays are going sideways on the transparency. And so I wanted to add that word shine on the diagonal. And then I put white letters ON to spell out on. So the whole thing reads shine on. I've gone ahead and stapled the shine word on there. The plan with that transparency card was that it acted as a see-through element, and so I placed the word shine kind of right in the corner of that photo of the oranges. I really love how it turned out. So let's move on. Right now I am working on figuring out which paper I want to put in that 4x4 pocket. I decided on the one that has the flowers on it, and I'm going to leave it for now and work on adding those embellishments to the photo on the top there. I put a star from the Studio Calico kit. I think it was from February or could have been March. I'm not sure. Or even April. And then I added the wood Monday onto the photo. I really love those Monday or the days of the week wood pieces. They are a favorite of mine from the main kit. Now I'm ready to go ahead and get this 4x4 journaling card done. I'm going to go ahead and add some of the gray word strips here. Once I figure out which word strips, I'm going to take the card out and use my typewriter to put some journaling on. And I journaled about how Maddie was so cute in her Easter hat that she got for Easter, and she wore it all day. One of the things that I loved from last year that I did was adding in these different size page protectors. So this year I want to do the same, and I went with the 4x4 size here. I used one of the big 12x12 Becky Higgins page protectors and just cut it down to a 4x8 size, and then just punched some holes in it to fit in my album, and then it was ready to go. The next thing that I'm going to finish up is this journaling card that I have that's going to go in the next set of pages, and those are the 3x4 pockets. And I've already gone ahead and put my journaling on using my printer, and I've picked out a bit of washi and then a chipboard piece. And right now I am putting some stars on using one of my roller stamps there. The photos on this page are from our hike that we took on Monday. And this particular page took me a while to actually get to the final result. I'm not really sure why, and you'll see later that I switch around a photo and that wildflower card. But for now, I'm going to move on to finishing up the last 4x4 pocket here. And I've already picked out a paper and put my journaling on. I chose to not include every single thing that I did in the video for Monday, just because it would have been really long. So I just wanted to let you know on that. And right now I'm going to go ahead and pick out a stamp to go on that label. And I went with this date stamp that I'm going to add on here. I grab my ink and go ahead and stamp that on. And then I'm going to use my date stamp to put the date on there. On this card, I talk about what we did in the morning. And if you'll see on the other side of the 4x4 pockets, I have a couple photos of what happened in the afternoon. And then I also told the story on that journaling card, the one that has the word fresh on it. We were coming home from our hike and we happened upon a guy that was selling oranges out of his truck. So I didn't think anything of it because that's kind of the usual around here. But my mom wanted me to turn around so she could go buy some oranges. And so I took a photo of my mom and my dad coming back with 2 bags of oranges. And then about 2 minutes down the road, we saw another guy that was selling avocados. So we made a second stop and got some avocados. And right now I'm just flipping through my album and making sure that I have everything done that I need to. I'm going to move on to the last couple of pages of Monday, and I chose to go with this 8x12 photo, and I left a white border and it's all printed out and ready to go. I had an idea of putting the big Monday, the white clear word, onto my big photo here. So I'm going to cut it in half. Well, not in half, but I'm going to cut the M off so I can put the M on one side and then the O-N on the other. And then once I've got it cut, I'm going to go ahead and place it on my photo and play with some embellishments here. I'm going to play around with adding some color underneath the O. But first I'm going to staple the M on there, and I just go ahead and put it on the top. And this card is from the main kit, and I thought it was a nice bit of color. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut it out in a minute here. I'm also playing around with the placement of my embellishments. I have the word pretty, and then I also have one of the gray word strips that I'm going to play around with. I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this out because in the end you'll see that I changed this page around quite a bit. When I was looking at it, I just felt that it was too much, that you couldn't really see the word Monday. So let me know what you guys think, if I made the right choice or not. I don't know. Looking at it here on the video, it doesn't look as bad as it did in person. So now I'm like, maybe I should have left it. I don't know. I'm gonna finish putting this page together and gluing things down for you so you can see both this first one and then how it ended up later in the video. Okay, and now you see the first attempt. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the album here. I'll slide it in the page protectors. And now this, as I said before, are the last couple pages of Monday. You'll get a closer look here in a second. Okay, there we go. So now that that is done, I'm going to turn the page back and work on this last page that I need to get done. I am going to switch it up a bit, like I said earlier. So I printed out a couple of new photos and picked out, yeah, see, there is the new photo that I put. I switched out the photos there. And also picked out that nice orange creamy colored card that says Awesome Memory. Next to the 3x4s, I have this 6x8 template that I put together in Photoshop. And this one is a template from Ali Edwards. If you're interested, you can find those in her shop, and those are new for her this year. And I believe they're under Week in the Life. As you can see, this template has two photos, and one of them was from our hike, and then the other one was of Noah taking a bath later on when we got home. And I added a digital brush onto the top photo, and then I added one of the word strips, the gray word strips, underneath it, and then I added the star rubber piece from the main kit. And it looks like right now I am stamping on the bottom photo the word evening from the stamp set that came with the kit. And then I thought I would put the word tub underneath where I stamped evening. And now I'm kind of regretting stamping and putting the word tub on there. I'm not sure if I completely like how it looked and turned out, but for now I'm going to leave it. I might go ahead and reprint that photo and just slip it on top of the one that's there. We'll see what I end up doing. But I did add a star onto that page, and then I'm going to call it done. I'm going to slip it into the pocket page. I'm going to go ahead and flip through my Monday one last time just to make sure I got everything completed. All right, here's the first page, the divider page, that one's all done, that one's all done, and I did add an Avery tab on that smaller page as well. I'm going to go ahead and call Monday done. And one last thing, I want to show you what I did to the last pages. I took out that card that I put underneath the O, and I also switched out the gray word strip. So thank you guys so much for coming. Here are a couple of still photos for you. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I appreciate you guys coming to watch, and I will be back later on with some more Week in the Life. Thanks guys, bye.